Hi, welcome to Randall Hill Talks. My name is Randall Hill. How's everybody? Um, yeah, I'm here to tell you some stories about weird stuff that happened in my life, my paranormal existence. Um, well, I told a story about how I saw a UFO and it was seven spirits, demonic entities. Well, soon thereafter, I was sitting in my basement trying to sleep. It was my father's house, and I was trying to sleep. I took a couple months relaxers, trying to go to bed. Nothing big, nothing crazy. And uh, next thing I know, I'm sitting there, and the floor opened up in front of me. And when I saw it, this woman came up, and her head was like this. It was like a square, shaped like that, went like this. It came down. She had tentacles coming from her hair down, and they were going into this pit. It was a bunch of fire. It was a pit of hell. There was a bunch of people burning. They looked like people lava. And they were like swirling on each other, grabbing each other, pulling each other. It was really messed up. Well, she had five. I counted five. She had five spirits coming up and down her hair. They were going up and down. She was looking down like this. She hair's, it's weird because her hair is like a square. It was like tentacles. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, and her arms were down. She had her hands out, and all of a sudden, well, I'm not scared of that anymore. It's been happening to me my whole life. It just pisses me off at this point. So I stand up. And right when I stand up, I seen the cookie cutter. Well, not the cookie cutter. It looked like, well, the way the devil would look, yeah, this typical cookie cutter devil, like big guy, like the guy from Legend, big horns, and he had wings and he shot straight up in the air. And I thought it felt like he was going to pounce on me. Like I felt like he was just going to slam on me. Well, soon thereafter, I'd gotten into a car accident. And this was in 2013. Where they pulled me out with the jaws of life. I was driving down the road and I have low blood sugars and I passed out at the wheel and I went right off the road and I ended up hitting a street pole, a light, and then I ended up on a tree. So it was a street lamp and then a tree. I ended up on the tree. Well, I was cut out with the jaws of life, but that's not what I saw. What I saw was my boots were on the ground. I was looking in the street and I was looking at the hole of the accident. I looked at the hole of it. I could see the whole accident. And then I seen a guy in the street and his flashers were on. And I was wondering how his flashers were, the way he was moving was very strange because he would turn really quick at the flash. When it would flash, it was so strange. And he was on a cell phone, and he was bright red, and he was the same person I seen when I when I OD'd in 2006 when I ascended, which is weird, which is another story that I will tell you later. But I'm just telling you these stories later. I will piece all this stuff together. Well, anyways, I see this dude and he's on a cell phone. He looks pissed off, like he's like really upset. And I looked at this whole accident and I said, "Hey, dude, why are you calling the cops? I didn't hit you. I should be calling the cops. It's my accident." Next thing I know, I woke up to them stapling my leg wide open, and I guess they cut me off the jaws of life. What happened was the steering wheel turned, went dead center into my chest, hit my nose, hit my brow. You can see where my brow was broke. Knocked my nose clean over, and it really screwed my shoulder up super bad. But anyways, yeah, my doctor explained it later. I guess I had scars all over in my chest, and he pulled me aside. He was like, "Let me tell you something, man. I after I heard what you went through and all this stuff," he said, "First I thought you were crazy, but now I know you're blessed by God." He said, "Let me tell you about your accident, about your injuries." He said, "Your lungs don't heal like they heal on the inside. I would have had to cut open and suture all that." He said, "There's no way, dude. There's no way." So yeah, that's yeah, and so all that has to do with not listening to God telling me to go to this guy's house. The Lord told me. I disobeyed the Lord, and he told me if I kept going to this guy's house, I was going to end up dying. Well, the problem was with this, I was taking too many medications, and I had this perception of looking like I was messed up. And then one day when I had low blood sugar, my brother just thought I was on pills and walked right past me, and I hopped in my car and drove up the road. I wasn't on pills. I was, but perceptions led to deceptions on that one. So that's quite interesting day. But I'll put it all together in a longer couple-hour episode of what I am. Maybe you'll see me on one of these podcasts. But until then, this has been Randall Hill Speaks. Bye now.